Welcome, YouTubers. This is a review and cost rundown of my new to me 2012 V Strom 650, just the plain ABS version. I sold my previous 2005 V Strom last summer of 2018, and I purchased this fall of 2018. So here is a rundown of what this bike cost to me, how much money I have in it. And again, the topic being having or enjoying the hobby of motorcycling on a tight budget. And mind you, my budget may be ridiculously low for some of you, or it may be high for some of you. It all depends on your financial means. But to me, this is an affordable way of enjoying a motorcycle. So my purchase price out the door, no, not out the door, this is before taxes, was $4,225. Now I could have paid less or around that kind of money without having to pay additional taxes if I had been able to buy it from a private owner, but I wasn't able. There were no motorcycles available here in Michigan at the time, except for this one at a local dealer that I managed to get a good deal. They discounted the motorcycle a little over $1,000 because they really were asking too much, and they had kept the bike for about 8 months before I bought it. So at any rate, so my purchase price, $4,225. Now I'm going to show you some of the things that I consider to be necessities as far as extras, and some of them you may not judge them to be necessities. But let's start from the front. One that I consider to be a necessity is the fork brace. That fork brace is made by Adventure Tech. It cost me $69. Another thing that is a must is some engine protection, both in the form of a skid plate, because as you can see, that oil filter is awfully exposed. That one I bought from eBay, comes from Europe. I believe it comes from either Italy or one of the old communist countries. That one cost $173. Also from Europe, I bought these heat engine guards, really good. Those cost $165. So those three things I believe are a must. It's always good to have hand guards, both to protect your hands from a flying stone or whatever, and also to deflect the wind during the colder months. I bought the original Suzuki, and honestly, I had them in my previous bike. They're awful. The other day I dropped the bike from a standstill, and you can see here the resulting scratch in the crash bar. And I decided that I needed to get bark busters. I mean, there is no comparison between the protection that these handguards will give you. These are the 2-point mounting system. They mount from here and here. The bark busters cost $154. Mirror extenders, in my opinion, pretty much a necessity, because unless the mirror is further out, you are going to be seeing your shoulders all the time. Some people change the mirrors. I like them, but I like them further out. Those cost $30. Also from Adventure Tech is that auxiliary shelf where I mounted these USB ports and this 12-volt outlet. Really well made, $50. From a company called Cosmo in Europe. And again, I believe it is Italy. Or maybe not. I really don't remember. Is this bracket where I have my GPS. This is for my Garmin. I adapted that by drilling it and mounting that ram ball that I purchased and fitted there. And some people may not feel that it's a necessity. I do. Is the center stand. This is the original Suzuki center stand. These motorcycles do not come with center stands. $256. It's expensive. I am 5'7" and this motorcycle is tall. So for me, lowering links are a necessity. That is an 1.25" lowering link from Adventure Tech, and honestly I do not know the price, but I believe it to be around the $50 mark. So between those accessories that I bought and the purchase price, the total that I have in the motorcycle is $5,215. $5,215. I believe that that's correct. Now that compares to $9,200 for the brand new one, 2019. So as you can see, it's almost, well, it's less than half of the price. My purchase price, $4,225 versus $9,200. Some of you may want to get it brand new because you like the smell of new. Nothing wrong with that. But at 10,000 miles, when I bought the motorcycle, I consider this to be an excellent purchase. I have put almost 2,000 miles in it. So here you go. This Pelican case is one that I had. The motorcycle came with a small Gibby top case, which I really don't dislike, but I kind of like this one better. My wife doesn't think that this is as nice as the Gibby. We'll see. So here it is. Now, in terms of performance and the mechanicals of the bike, how does this bike compare to the first generation? Well, it is in many ways the same bike, but in many ways is a completely different bike. Starting with the fact that this one has ABS, and although I have not yet used it or needed it, it's a good thing to have. But in terms of a few things that are evident from the moment you climb into the motorcycle, I can tell you the bike is a little bit slimmer in the center. The center of gravity seems to be, I'm pretty sure that it is not, a little bit lower, because the bike feels very, very nimble. The engine is torquier. It feels a lot peppier. And it just feels much, much nicer. Oh, one of the things that I just realized, this is something that I bought for my first generation V Strom. Let me see if we can see it here a bit. It's a wind deflector. Some guy used to make those. No, they're no longer made. People claim that there is a lot of wind buffeting with the design of the plastics here, and that this will correct that. It must, because I feel no wind buffeting at all. This motorcycle came with this Lee Bailey's windshield. It's a little bit larger than the original. To me, is perfect. So yeah, it's a nicer motorcycle. It's a much nicer motorcycle. It's nice to have a gear indicator. It's nice to have the ABS. It's nice to have the additional power that this engine provides. All right. Thanks for watching. If you like the video, click like, and I'm sure to make some more videos with this one soon. Bye-bye.